Right, so I'm not going to practice this story. I'm just going to tell you how it is. You want to hear something really, really shady? Something that's just wrong in society? Something that just, it's not right? Today in Garland, Texas, I had a return. I was supposed to go pick up 4 mattresses, 3 of them in a box and 1 single. That means it was out of the box and it was open like you see at any other store. That was the deal. The lady had scheduled this for Friday. I told her I will come today, which is Wednesday. I said, ma'am, I will come today if it's not any problem. I told her it wouldn't even expedite her return. She said, no problem, come today. It'll be ready after 2. I text her back. I said, I will be there at 2:30. All right. So I drive 38 minutes, and there was a wreck. There was a little traffic, so it was kind of hectic. I drive out to Garland, Texas, to this one house. Now, here's where the story gets shady. She sent me a text while I'm driving. I left 3 mattresses that are in a box and 1 single outside that's open. Huh. Okay. She's going to leave them outside. I said, no problem. She goes, please hurry. Don't want no one to steal them. Which then at that point I said, it kind of raised a red flag, but I didn't really think about it. I'm like, I've done so many of these returns, nothing's ever happened. I show up to the house, I pull up, and I expect to see 4 mattresses, 3 in a box, 1 in one box, another one, 3 single boxes, and 1 open on the front porch. I pull up, none of them are there. Huh. It's, let me look at my clock. It's 2:30. I told her I'd be there at 2:30. She said she would be there at 2 and she would leave them outside. So I've been outside for 30 minutes. I want to tell you something. The Garland neighborhood I was in was not a shady neighborhood. It was a good looking neighborhood. As a matter of fact, I had noticed something about the street, and the guy down the street has an F-350 truck. He owned an F-150 on 20s. I mean, it was a nice neighborhood. He even had a Porsche outside, which was, for that neighborhood, I thought it was kind of unusual because he had a lot of nice cars for one household. So here's what happened. I go to the front door. I knock on the door. Nobody answers. I think maybe she set him outside the garage. So I go around the back and there's nothing there. All right, so here's where the shadiness happened. I come back. I knock on the door really hard, and her husband answered the door. Her husband. I thought he was working or something. I mean, why would she set him outside when her husband can just give him to me? Does that make any sense to anybody? I said, sir, I'm here to pick up 4 mattresses, 3 in a box and 1 single. He said, okay, hold on. He closes the door. I'm outside. I was able to post a video. I was able to even call my wife. I'm out there for a good 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, I'm thinking, man, are they going to hurry up? I got to get the heck out of here. And the whole time, what they were doing is conspiring to see what kind of lie or what kind of idea they were going to tell me. Here's what happened. The guy comes out and he goes, they're gone. The mattresses are gone. Would you like to talk to my wife? She's on the phone. He hands me the phone. I said, yes, ma'am. What's going on? She says this. Oh, I thought you came by already. At 2:20, some gentleman come by in a FedEx truck wearing FedEx clothes and picked up the packages. I'm like, what? First of all, that just doesn't happen. A person doesn't come, FedEx does not show up and take a mattress that's open that's not actually in a box. They just don't do that. And that's what happened this time. Supposedly, the FedEx driver took a mattress that was opened. That doesn't make any sense to me. At this point, I knew she was lying. I knew something was shady was going on. I didn't like it. I said, okay. I said, you know what, ma'am? Okay. I got here 10 minutes after the supposed FedEx driver. So supposedly the FedEx driver showed up at 2:20. I showed up at 2:30. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so why doesn't the FedEx driver show up at any other time? He just happens to show up at 2:20. I go out to my car. I sit in the car. Here's how I knew she was lying 100%. I'm in my car. I'm emailing the guy, and I say, hey, she comes knocking to my door. I'm totally blown away by the fact that she's knocking at the door, and here's why. Wasn't she not home? And I said, excuse me, ma'am, are you the one I was talking to on the phone? And she said, yes, I was talking to you on the phone. Oh, man. I said, did you just get here in a car? She said, yeah, I just showed up. I looked down. She's barefoot. That's when I knew she was lying. They were inside conspiring to see what lie they were going to tell me. They have decided to keep the mattresses, but still get a return and get a refund on the mattresses. That's the whole idea. She never had no FedEx guy show up. There's too much coincidence in this. I said, okay, ma'am, you know what? I'm going to notify them that the mattresses have been picked up. By who? I have no idea. Apparently, she just wants her refund that bad that she has to steal the product. The product that somebody is actually making to make money. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I want you to realize this, that there's too many red flags in this whole story. The first one was that, why did she send me the text and say, hurry up before someone steals them? That's the first one. The second one was that their husband was home at the time, and then hands me the phone, that she's on the phone and she's like somewhere else. The third time, the whole storyline didn't make any sense. FedEx driver, why would a FedEx driver take an open mattress and load it to his truck? They don't take anything. It's like giving them a candle and say, here's a candle, and then hitting a packing slip on the candle. The candle has to be in a box. Fourth thing, she walked outside, knocked on my window, my truck, barefoot. Wait a minute. I thought she just pulled up. I thought she drove and then had a conversation with, what's going on? Why was she on the phone? What's going on? Here's what happened. Her husband and her decided to keep the mattresses. You know why? I'm going to tell you why they knew they could get away with this. They know the game. They know exactly how this works out. They know how to manipulate the returns department. They know that a mattress cannot be returned to the store, and they can keep the mattress. And that's the thing about it, is that there's a loophole, and there are customers out there that know the loophole. And the fact is that when you buy a mattress online from Target or Walmart, that you can actually tell them that it got picked up and returned, because who's ever supposed to do it is supposed to destroy the mattress anyway. It makes no difference. See, when I get a mattress, my priority, my main job is to destroy and dispose of the mattress, or dispose and destroy. Destroy, dispose, it doesn't matter. But the customer doesn't know that. They actually think I'm returning it back. What? And these people, this little Asian lady, she knew exactly what was going on and took advantage of the whole situation. She told me that somebody dressed up in a FedEx uniform, in a FedEx truck, took 3 boxes and 1 single mattress, which is, yeah, that doesn't happen. FedEx doesn't do that. Why did you have to walk out, park your car, take off your shoes, and walk up to my truck to tell me something? Plus, it's even cold outside. What's going on? That doesn't make any sense. You know, I noticed one more thing. As I'm driving off, I noticed another thing. She had no makeup on. She had something in her hair, like she had her hair up or something. She wasn't gone. She didn't go anywhere. Nobody shows up like that to Wendy's or Jack in the Box or Subway. You don't go like that. You at least look decent. Where does she really go? What was she really, really doing? Why did she even do this? That is my shady story of the day. When people can manipulate the whole return department or how the service is actually done and get away with it, that's when we have problems. Because I'm going to tell you, this lady knew exactly what she was doing when she called for the return, and she knew exactly that she could keep it without having to give up those mattresses and get money back. In about 2 to 3 weeks, she will get her money back on those mattresses. So frustrating. The frustrating part for me is that I drove 38 minutes out there. Garland is far. And it's kind of disappointing because I let her get away with it. And the fact that she knows that she can get away with it and do it more times, that's what's frustrating. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video telling you the lady got me. Usually, I get over on people, and this time, I got suckered. She hustled me. I'll talk to you later, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Somewhere down there, tell your friends about my channel. Hit the little reminder that tells you every time that the little bell, there's a little bell on everybody's channel. And that bell, if you click it, it tells you every time I post a video. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys.